Hi, everybody. Thanks for listening to Jill and my proposal about Genius Hour. I'm sorry I can't be there right now. I am most likely at the moment careening down a river with the eighth graders. Hopefully, I remain in the boat the entire time. When Jill came to me with the idea for Genius Hour at first, I thought, wow, this is a great idea. How come we haven't done this already? The more research we did through Twitter and other educational blog posts, we realized this is something we really need to be doing if we want to be not only a successful school but on the cutting edge of a lot of the educational progress that's going on in the country right now. One of the biggest problems teachers face these days is a lack of enthusiasm. A lot of students tend to think of school as something that just happens to them. They don't have a choice in what's taught to them, and they really don't have much motivation outside of the one or two courses that they like. Genius Hour offers some sort of personal investment in their own education. It's something of their own creation that they have the freedom to explore and even fail without any punishment. And that's something that the students really strive for, is that freedom. Personal investment in their own education, when they have the choice to do what they'd like, it offers them some sort of intrinsic motivation. Now, the great thing about intrinsic motivation in the classroom is that it's self-perpetuating. If they feel encouraged to come to school for one reason or another, in this case for Genius Hour, then they're more likely to enjoy themselves in other periods of class. It's going to create a higher enthusiasm to be in the building. The higher enthusiasm is going to transcend through the other classes. And not only that, but as they learn to create projects, as they learn to create videos or whatever it is that they desire, it's going to force their brains to be working at a higher rate. It does lead to higher brain activity, which is something that naturally, without them meaning to, is going to transcend into all their other classes. And that's why that learning has been put inside their brains. It is intrinsic at that point. My current group of eighth graders, not typically a very enthusiastic group. They don't typically show their emotions very often. However, I assigned a project which led them to creating a book on something called iBooks Author. It's a program that Apple offers. And the task was to create a textbook section that would be a little more technologically savvy and something that students these days would want to read. One group took it and ran with it. They took advantage of including videos in this textbook, including links to outside sources, including primary source documents, speeches, and images. There was an interactive question section at the back. And when the assignment was due, the students actually asked me if they could have more time, even if it didn't count, so that they could work on this project more and make something of it. What they said to me, what I wrote down, the quote was, "I wish we had more time. I wanted to see if we could get this published and make mad money." That's something that the students actually wanted to do. However, without the assigned time in class to work on it, they lost their motivation for it, and that was the end of the project. But take a look at the intrinsic motivation. Genius Hour creates the motivation and the creativity that teachers have been striving for years. It has put us on the cutting edge of educational progress, and with very little additional effort on any of the teachers' part except for those who would like to participate more. Genius Hour is something that is really going to take our school places. It's going to create motivated students that will be motivated throughout the classes that they're in, put us on the cutting edge of technology use with very little added effort on the part of the teachers besides to help them meet the goals that they wish to meet. Thank you very much, and I'll let Jill take it away.